Let's get it. Ah.
What happened?
No, it said something. Is it on?
It's on, but
What did it say?
I don't know. It said something about some moderation or whatever.
What the live chat? Remember to guide your privacy and. Oh yeah, I can't cuss. Damn, we already been on for 25 seconds. Oh my god.
Watch live now.
Is it working? Look at my face. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. All right.
What's going on YouTube?
Rod
Back
here.
at it again. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
This is the R&D show. This is Rod Decker. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we hit it with the first topic?
Yeah. Military. How do you balance your work life compared to your regular life?
You can start this one.
Yeah, that's a good. Okay.
Started the last one.
You know, when I'm at work, I focus on work. When I get here home, I don't care about work. I'll ignore calls. I won't even pick up a phone call from work. I really just focus on myself when I'm not at the station. Working out, playing my game. That's really all I do. I don't have a very fun life, but yeah, just kind of balancing it like that. Just when you're home, you're home. Don't worry about work. It's easier being a lower rank, obviously,
Yeah, when you don't
because
have...
the higher ranks have a lot of stuff they have to take home. But lower ranks are kind of just like once you leave, you can leave. You don't really have to worry about anything. Now, if they call you for, I don't know, random question, I couldn't even give you a question, honestly. I really just ignore everything. It's probably going to get me in trouble because I said that, but it's all right. That's how I balance my life, honestly.
No, yeah, kind of the same. It's like one of our supervisors told us, like whenever he goes home, he just completely shuts work off away from home and pretty much just worries about his home life. I kind of do the same thing. Whenever I get home, pretty much all I worry about is my wife and our baby that's on the way. And then ways to really do that is play video games or pretty much do car things or hang out with our friends, which they just got to call. Hang out with friends, which we'll bring on soon. Their names are Brian and Isaac. That's pretty much it, really. Yeah. Yeah, I just worry about home, really.
Nice.
Car stuff.
What
Yeah.
are the ups and downs about your guys' specific job? Or the military itself?
We'll start with the downs.
Being away from families.
Yeah, that was gonna be
definitely
my first
one.
It's definitely being away from family.
Going out of your comfort zone to be away from family. I mean, it's not much of a problem for me because I've been away from my family for a while. Like my senior year, I lived on my own for a little bit and then also moved in with my best friend from high school. That was back in 2018. And then I moved back in with them shortly before I started working at Toyota because I was working with my dad in construction. But yeah, I want to say since 2018, I've basically been doing it on my own. So I mean, being away from family isn't too much of a problem for me. Doesn't really bother me much, but like, I don't know how it was with you, like how close or how far away, because I was at least an hour, 2 hours away from my family. So, and then it's kind of like how we are right now. I mean, it's a little different from you because you're down in the Texas. So
Tejas. Family was about an hour away from me at times. I've been out of my parents' house since 2019, I think.
After
so
you graduated?
A year after. Yeah, But I'd visit my family every day. My grandma, for one, every day. Um, so I was really close with my family, seeing them every day, definitely every other day. Um, and yeah, being all the way over here in Arkansas doesn't really help. Kind of sucks being away from family. So that's one of the major things you'll hear most of the time is being away from family is a downside.
Yeah.
Another downside to it is I don't know, man. I'd say you don't get a lot of free time, but with our job, you get a good amount of free time.
Yeah.
48 on, 48 off.
Yeah, I guess that's just one of the things where it really depends on what your career field is, really, depending on how much downtime or free time you get, really.
Yeah. So I know different AFSEs, they only have the weekend off most of the time. So it's really your Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that, to be honest. An 8 hour? Couldn't do it. Don't want to do that.
The only thing, like specifically with ours, is like, again, one of our supervisors mentioned, having 2 days on, 2 days off isn't bad, but I mean, it still isn't enough time to be like with family and stuff, because like you get one day to pretty much not worry about anything. The next day, of course, you get throughout the whole day, don't have to worry about anything, but you got to go to bed early just to wake up early just to go back on shift for 2 days. So I mean, there's really not enough time, especially if you have family. Like, of course, if you're like living alone like you, or you don't really have family or whatever close, it's not too much of a big deal.
Way to put me
But
on the spot, dog. Yeah, I live by myself. Now y'all know. All right, I'm all lonely.
well, but
Oh shit.
yeah, it's just like whenever you're trying to do things with your family, and like it's just hard to kind of balance that. I mean, yeah, you get 2 days off at a time, but
It's really
yeah,
I'd say it's really one like full,
one full day, yeah.
like 24 hours is what you get.
Now, if it was like a 48-72, then it that gives you 2 whole days, and then a whole day to get ready to go back into work for the 2-day shift again. That's something that's like the Panama. That's called Panama, isn't it? Panama schedule or something.
I think so.
That I wouldn't mind doing. Just gives you more time to hang out with family and pretty much just chill out before having to go back on for 2 days. Now, back whenever COVID happened, that was, I mean, we weren't in whenever that happened,
yeah, I didn't know how that
but
worked.
had to be, I think they said that they had to be on shift for a whole week, off 2 weeks or whatever, or something like that.
Damn.
And imagine just being in my position where, I'm getting ready to have a kid, especially at the point that we're at right now, trying to figure out, well, like, whenever he's going to come, it's going to be hard. So, especially, like, if you already have kids and stuff, bless you. If you already have kids, I couldn't imagine managing that between, like, them going to school and, like, their school events and stuff like that.
Oh,
but, yeah, that definitely would have been
Can I
bad.
say fuck on? Oh. I think I can. Anyways, brings us to our next topic, burnout. Right, that was one of the questions. Being burnt out with work.
I think
How do you deal with that?
wasn't it?
You guys didn't talk about your
Upside.
Oh, upsides of the military. Benefits.
Benefits
And
for
you get
sure.
to travel. Certain people, okay, everybody travels really, but certain people go overseas at times for their first duty location or the second one. So travel and benefits for me, honestly.
Yeah.
That's probably about it. There's nothing else. And my job. I like my job.
I mean, yeah, like, so that's another one where, like, it's dependent upon the career field for, like, traveling. Like, all the ones that, like, work on all the aircrafts and stuff like that, like, they get to travel a crap ton. Especially the ones that are, like, loading the aircrafts and stuff like that. Like, the load masters, they travel a lot. I got a buddy, and I see him post all the time. And then, of course, like, you see people posting on TikTok all the time in those career fields too. Like, all the sights that they see, like, flying over the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever they're just trying to get to one location to the next. With that career field, you can go literally anywhere across the world. I saw one where they went to not TikTok. They went to TikTok. No, they went to Hawaii for a couple days before they flew out to go to the next spot. Like, I would definitely say travel is definitely the benefit, one of the main benefits for that. Of course, like health insurance and whatnot, and then also the same time, like pretty much being on like a full pay schedule to where you ain't got to worry about like, oh, if it doesn't really pertain to us because like first responders we kind of have to go in, but like people that are their AFCs are like 9 to 5 jobs or whatever, like they don't have to worry about they didn't work this day, so their pay is going to be docked or anything. So I mean, like having a set pay schedule, that's definitely another one for
Salary,
sure.
right?
Yeah,
We're all on salary.
on salary, yeah. Unless you do something you're not supposed to and get in trouble, then they can, depending on the severity, they can take that away from you. But yeah, like it's just the whole fact, like back in like civilian life too, like you missed a day, 2 days, that's a day, 2 days that you're missing out of pay. So that's definitely one. That'd be a downside for that. But yeah, definitely being on a salary pay and not having to worry about missing days is definitely a benefit for that.
Now, time for a word from our sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. You want to do this with me?
I can.
All right. This is an MRE. I don't know if they can see it. See?
One of the things we had to...
You get these in the field when you're in the field deployed, I guess.
Yeah.
Or in a training environment.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm eating it at my apartment because I like them.
Sometimes they'll come with some candies. Like this one, it came with M&Ms, but I already kind of opened it.
But they're all expired. All of them. Every single one of them is expired.
This one expired January of 2023.
I'm eating this one. Beef patty, jalapeno, whatever. Yeah. So we're going to show you how to do this, all right?
Got water?
Pretty simple, man.
You got water right there, yeah.
Military proof.
Okay, so this is your heating element right here. So, of course, like whenever you're down the line, or is what some people call it, or whenever you're deployed, you don't always have a microwave or a stove to cook your meal. So you got this. It's a heating element. So inside, I'm not exactly sure what it is inside there, but
it's a mercury.
Is it?
I think so. That's what Sergeant Wells said.
Yeah, so you pour a little bit of water.
Right.
So there's a little fill line right here. Don't fill past that. So you put that much water in there. You'll put in...
here, you want to do it? You can do it, like, actually. I have all the stuff over here. So...
And then also, if you don't really know how to do it, like, especially for us, we had to do this in BMT, trying to figure this out. It also has instructions up there. It's pretty dummy-proof. So, of course, first things first, tear it apart, open it up a little bit.
Where's my pepper bag? Here it is.
And then in there, you can kind of see the heating pad with all the stuff in there. What? Oh, the wasp.
Whoa, no.
You got it. Down with a count. Sorry, I had to wasp. So you pour a little bit in there. For this, it's best to do...
Look, I'm going to show you.
Special guest.
I swatted them with my meat. Pause.
So with this, like, you don't want to leave that heating element down in there, or it'll activate as soon as you pour it in there. So what you want to do...
That boy got a concussion.
What you want to do is pull it up a little bit, hold it right here, and then create kind of like a little slide for the water, and you pour a little bit of water in there. Like I said, don't fill past that fill line. And if you do, oh well, just pour it out. I kind of did right there. But
so it usually works if you go a little bit over.
Yeah,
so
it's all right.
We should be good.
So, and then before you drop it in there.
You drop your meat in there. This is the beef patty.
Yeah, so that's the beef patty.
You leave it in the package.
Yeah, you leave it in there and then you open it. So what you do...
You go for it,
What, are you going to add that in there? Well, yeah, you gotta wait.
Heat it up. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Are you putting the...
No, we could probably do it separately.
No, because as soon as this thing opens, it's going. So might as well throw it in there.
You can try, buddy. Anyways, while he's doing that, we got a chocolate chip cookie, fat-free mayonnaise because we're on a diet. Cheese spread with bacon, not fat-free. Barbecue sauce. The best tortillas ever, better than your grandma's, I swear.
Hey, actually, sometimes those are actually pretty good.
The Chipotle ones are amazing.
The Chipotle ones,
These are all your condiments. So you have like sugar, salt, pepper, towelette, gum. Supposedly it's laxative gum, but I don't know.
Alrighty.
I don't know. I really don't.
So then, after you put the stuff that needs to be heated up in there, you kind of open it up a little bit and you slide this back down in there the best you can.
He's cooked.
I'm cooked.
He's cooked.
I'm cooked.
It's not the way I do it, but there's a bunch of ways you can do it.
Yeah,
Honestly.
and then so to activate it, you kind of just let the water run on it,
Why do you look so confused?
and then
Oh, that
yeah,
bitch is cooking. You
It's-
can hear it. Oh, try to open next to your mic. Bet you they can hear it cooking. He doesn't really use these, does he?
you hear it. There it goes. I think it's because you had a phone call pop up.
Anyways, this is whatever. Okay, and usually people eat like all these extra things before they eat their main meal. I do. I'm fat, but
I definitely did, especially like the cheese spread with the crackers that they give you, or
I
the
don't
peanut butter
have crackers,
spread.
man.
They didn't give you crackers.
No, you put the
okay.
you
So
put the cheese spread in here
you can kind of
and
see
then
it
put all that in
steaming.
there. Oh yeah, it's cooking out there.
It doesn't take too long for it to heat up completely. Let me see that sleeve. I probably should have put that on before. Yeah. So yeah, this is a sleeve that, like he said, you're supposed to put over it.
It usually
definitely
takes like 15 minutes to be done. So we'll see. And this is your beverage bag. Check this out. It's like orange Gatorade. Yeah, whatever. I doubt it.
See it? That right there is how you know it's cooking.
Cooking up my meal.
Little steam going on. We'll put this back outside.
I like this place. This thing's all over the place. Oh yeah. And then you have your Gatorade. Or
sometimes it'll give you
whatever.
coffee. It'll give you like some sort of like coffee or like espresso type.
Then you shake it.
I feel like that's kind of like
Pause.
what is it?
What?
Like kind of like Sunny D, but not really Sunny D. Kind of sort of.
They do. It's coffee in here. See?
Yeah. So yeah, they got coffee grounds in there. You do the same exact thing. Pour water in there. You can actually use the heating pad to heat it up too.
Let's try this joint.
That John.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but I said joint. Ooh, you can try it if you want.
What does it taste like?
Sweet. That shit tastes
sweet?
super sweet. Yes.
Spill it all over your couch.
Where does have electrolytes in them?
They do.
Come on. Protein shakes are dookie, man.
Yeah, this tastes almost exactly like Sunny D.
Check out these tortillas, man. They've probably been sitting here for a few years. No cap. They smell fake. Anyways, I'm going to put it all together here in a minute when it's done. We'll get on to our next
topic.
Yeah.
Bro, let's smash this.
The next topic is mainly for Rod, and then the topic after that is for John.
Okay.
So the next topic is working out.
Oh.
How do you stay motivated working out knowing you go every day?
So I can. Oh, I
How
don't
do
know.
I stay motivated going every day? Pre-workout. I don't condone taking pre-workout. All right, don't just go and hop on pre-workout. But on the days I'm super tired and I know I have to get it done, if you take pre-workout, you're gonna be amped up and you're gonna want to go, even if your body's telling you no. You're gonna want to go.
In like my case, how I start itching like crazy.
Exactly. The beta alanine in it's gonna make you itch so bad that you're just gonna want to get up and go. So on the days I really don't want to go, I'll just pop pre-workout.
You take like a double scoop though.
All right, sometimes. Mom, if you're watching this, that's only sometimes. Anyways, but mindset-wise, it's kind of just like I want to be better than I was yesterday. I have a goal I want to get to. I want to be on the Olympia stage one day. You know, I'm wearing a T-bone shirt right now. All right, 5 feet, but that's where I want to be. So on the days I don't really want to go, I pop my pre-workout, and my mindset right after that is I'm not going to be better than him or where I want to be unless I go. But even if it's a shitty workout, I mean, at least you went, at least you did your part, your hour or however long you stay in there. But yeah, just chasing who you want to be in the future is really my motivation to do that every day. I don't know. What's your motivation on the days you do go?
Yeah, on the days I do go, I mean, I don't go every day like him. I mainly only go the days that I'm on shift, which I do need to start going every day, especially if I'm trying to reach the goal I'm trying to get at. I want to say whenever I was in high school and then the half year I was in college, I would go, well, in high school, I would only go once a day, but I had it 5 days out of the week. Plus I had basketball and track. So I was always pretty good conditioned. Struggling with the cheese spread.
Dude, these things are fucking ridiculous. Oh, freaking. I don't know. Whatever.
And then especially like whenever I got into college and I was, you know, going to school and working at the same time, I would always go to the gym 6 o'clock in the morning. And then as soon as I got off work, so it'd be like 12, 1 o'clock. So I would go 2 times a day. So, I mean, I was pretty consistent. But like now, I would definitely say it's easier to work out whenever you have someone there pushing you because, like, unlike him, like I don't go every day. So, I mean, I don't have that same drive like I did whenever I was younger. And I know I'm only 23, so I should have all the drive in the world. But, you know, sometimes you just lose sight of that.
Yeah.
So going by myself, I kind of beat myself up mentally. Whenever I'm sitting there doing heavy sets and I'm sitting there getting in my head, oh, I can't lift this or whatever, I'll pretty much stop and then move on to the next set. Beside, like, other than like if I have him with me whenever we're working out at the station, you know, he's always telling me to, you know, get that last one, or he'll tell me to get a couple more, even if he needs to hop in and help me. But I want to say, yeah, definitely in my case, just pretty much having the right people there to push you through it, to stay motivated in the gym is what I've come to fruition with, I guess you can say. Yeah, many people have different ways of staying motivated. Some people, like he said, you know, he has a goal of being on the stage. Me, on the other hand, I don't. I just want to get back to where I was, but in a different way. But it's all a mindset thing, and you'll hear that whenever it comes to like lifting like heavy weights. Like it's all a mental block. I'm one that has a strong mental block that if I know I can't lift that weight, I'll tell myself, and I end up beating myself up over it. But yeah, it's definitely just like a mental game, getting overcoming the mental blocks that you have in the gym is definitely one of the big ones for sure.
Yeah, I feel like having somebody with you. It helps in a lot of ways. Myself, when I have somebody with me, it's like, I don't want to say like showing off, but you kind of want to be better to that person. And I feel like it's the same with like somebody else beginning. They want to be just like the person they're working out with, or they want to try to push the same weight that person's pushing. But I feel like that's just kind of how your drive gets better.
Shoot, I definitely know it. Anytime that I'm working out with you, I try to do the same stuff that you do. But
yeah,
no,
like that kind of stuff. Like, it's like, damn, I want to do that. Instead of going by yourself, you're like, damn, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But when you're with somebody, it's like, hey, I can't do that. And the person next to you is going to say, yeah, you can do that.
And then at least help you
push that
do
shit.
it. Yeah.
I feel like having somebody is way better than going by yourself.
Yeah.
When I go by myself, I listen to like, can I say? I listen to bangers, all right? So I can get in my head. I listen to white girl music. I don't know if I can say that. That's what it says on Spotify. It says white girl banger.
White girl bangers.
But I listen to some. I don't listen to rock music when I'm working out. I don't like it.
I feel like there's
hip-hop
there's
stuff.
like a select few.
Yeah.
Like I know whenever I was in college and working out, listening to like the Linkin Park album, that's definitely one that I would always use as motivation. And I have a Spotify playlist that I follow, and it just says gym bangers on it. And it has anywhere from hip hop music to rock music. It just has a whole plethora of different playlists on there. So, what is that hot?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, this shit's done. Mmm.
And then it'll stop steaming whenever it's done cooking. You'll have you kind of gotta pull that out before it burns you.
Pull that, John. Ah. All right, I'm trying to pull out the side that has the heater on it. Mmm.
Always warm.
Yeah. I'm gonna cook the potatoes just a little bit longer though.
She's a little toasty.
Are you ready for the next question?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it.
My drink.
You have 2 more questions.
All right, this is your beef patty. All right. So here's what you do. You get some. This is a tortilla. You get some cheese. Is what I meant to say.
Yo, actually,
It's bacon cheese. No bacon. It's just cheese. There's no
bacon flavored. I don't like the bacon flavored one.
Then you open this, John. All right. There's juice in here. Be careful. Oh God.
Oh no.
And this is your amazing little beef patty.
It doesn't look that good. It's like cat food, but it actually tastes pretty good.
It's super good. So you break it in half. Okay. You cut it in half with your handy dandy spoon.
This is just turning into a mukbang.
Yeah, it is. That's why. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So you got your piece of meat. See this?
Kind of looks like a McDonald's ribeye.
Yeah.
Or what is it? The McRib.
Oh my God.
Let's put it
Do you want one?
I'll take one.
All right. Okay. Here, you eat this one then. Here.
Yeah.
Tastes like it too.
Gotta get a nice little spread on here.
Doesn't taste like it. I don't think it does. People don't like it. I
There you
like
go. Get a nice little spread on there.
While you're doing that, last question for Rod.
Check this out. Let's throw that cheese on it. Okay, come on. Get out of there. Anyways. Yeah, and that's your meal. Pretty cool, huh?
The spice that's on this meat is hurting my tongue because I bit my tongue. I bit my tongue earlier whenever me and my wife, we were at McAllister's. That burned.
This shit hits the spot.
It actually isn't bad.
You want the taste?
You want a bite?
No.
It's not bad.
No, it smells like cat food.
It doesn't taste like
cat food.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you know what cat food is?
How do you not know what cat food tastes like?
I've tasted cat food.
Anyways.
Dog treats taste like Play-Doh. Deadass. Turtle food tastes like shit. I've had that before.
Turtle food?
Mm-hmm.
You don't just feed your turtle lettuce?
No, you give them a little pebble thing.
And you can just give them lettuce and fruits. And
It was in school. I didn't know.
What's the next question?
Anyways. Rod, if someone were to come up to you as a beginner, what are 3 tips that you would give them?
Gear, trend.
Stop. He's talking about
Steroids. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Like a beginner.
Like first day at the gym, he sees you and he's like, "Hey, how do I get to look like you?" And you only have time to give him 3 tips.
Stay motivated. Don't listen to what other people tell you when you're working out. And
I would say research.
don't be a skinny bitch. Because that's what C-Bum would tell you. And that's my idol.
To follow along with that, I would definitely say do your research too.
Mm-hmm.
Because kind of to piggyback on like lifting heavy weights. Like not everybody's going to be able to lift that weight, but it's the same thing as like going and doing your research, like knowing like what you want to do, what workouts you want to stick to, and then set up a plan, set up a meal plan, pretty much whatever. That's definitely one of the main ones. Definitely do your research on what you're trying to do, like what you're trying to achieve, and what workouts.
Give that to your wife.
Yeah, what workouts go good with what you're trying to set yourself up for, because you don't want to go in there and try to do nothing but strict like powerlifting moves, which is like bench, deadlift, squat, and then power clean and all that. Because like 9 times out of 10, if you're a beginner, you're not going to be able to get all of that at one time. It's a little stale, I will say that.
Follow an app to work out. I follow C-Bum's app. It costs money every month, but that's money you're putting towards making yourself better. It's not just money you're just throwing away.
It has a benefit.
Yeah, you could track all your macros. It gives you workouts every day. You could pick your split. He has like 5 different splits on there. No, I'm not sponsored by him.
Not sponsored by Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic.
No sponsors here anywhere.
Sponsor of Sonic.
Definitely use like a workout plan like that. That's what I do.
They're stale, but they're not bad.
Yeah. Just push yourself every day. When you don't want to go, just go. You don't have to be like a certain person. Like if you're looking up to, let's say, like for me, is C-Bum. I don't have to do exactly what he does. Okay? I don't have to go to the gym when he goes. I don't have to eat what he eats. Because everybody's body is completely different. I don't eat very clean at all, to be honest. I eat whatever I want. You could eat whatever you want, but you just got to make sure you put in the work in the gym. Is how I look at it. But yeah, definitely just keep working every day. Don't be a skinny bitch. And don't care about what other people tell you when you're in the gym at all. Next one.
Okay. Next topic. How to get started in the car scene.
I get started in the car scene.
What was the car scene?
I want to say there's not just like one way to do it. I can tell you one way not to do it. Slide meets. No. Bad on the car scene, gives us bad reps. Anybody that does slide meets, you're dumb. Don't want to wish harm on you or anything like that, but...
You might explain what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're
Okay, so a slide meet. So it's been very popular over the last 4 years where like these groups of people, they'll take their cars, they'll go to intersections, they'll do it on highways, so they'll do it downtown, they'll just do shit ton of like sliding around in parking lots.
Like drifting?
Drifting and stuff, yeah.
Oh.
That we call them slide meets. And people can get killed, people's cars get messed up, especially like if you're just sitting there spectating, like if you know the outcome of what's going to happen, don't go, because 9 times out of 10 your car's going to get wrecked. There's been shootings at them. Like it's not good. So don't ever participate in slide meets because it's ridiculous. But to really much get started, like everybody starts at different points. Like whatever car you have now may not be the best looking car out there, but pretty much staying true to yourself in what you have and creating goals. It's kind of like working out. Say you want to get a GT3 RS, which is some of you don't know, it's a Porsche. Say if that's like your ultimate dream car, but you start off with like a 2003 Chevy Malibu or whatever. You go to car meets, you interact with the people. Yeah, I mean, especially from my experience, like I had a 2002 Lancer ES. So it's basically a knockoff version of the Evo. I got shit on for it. I also made some friends for it just because it was fun. But pretty much from there, like, you know, you go out there, it's pretty much all about the experience. Like, don't let the people hating on your car or hating on you pretty much deter you away from the car scene, because anywhere you go, you're always going to have those people that are always going to knock you for what you have or what you don't have, and pretty much put you down. But find a small group of people where your interests align, and pretty much go from there. Like I said, from my personal experience, like I said, I started with a 2002 Lancer. I went to a 2004 Mustang. Then I had a 2015 GTI, had a 2014 5.0, and then now I'm at my current car, which is a 2017 GTI. It's pretty much all just stepping stones, really. You just got to stay in it because, like I said, you're always going to run into people, especially if you go on like Facebook groups. You try to post something like, "Hey, this is my car. I just picked it up," and then you'll list like what all's done to it or what you have planned for it. And in the comments, you'll have people that are supporting you because, you know, your car, your vision, respect the build. That's something you'll hear a lot, especially if you're trying to get into the car scene. Respect the build. But and then at the same time, you'll get the haters that'll completely trash on you for what you have.
It's my brother. I'm getting ready to read it next.
Oh. But yeah, just pretty much stay true to yourself. Get out there, get involved, talk to people. That's pretty much the main way to get involved in the car scene. Because like if you just go to a couple meets here and there and you don't talk to anyone, you kind of get bored. Instead of actually like reaching out, like checking out the cars, looking at what they have done, finding the owner, talking to the owner, see what they did to get to where they're at. That's pretty much it, really. Just communicate.
And that goes along with life.
Yeah.
Right? Don't give a fuck about what people say. I said it again.
Get out of your comfort zone. Reach out. Try to expand. Especially like whenever you get into the real world too. You'll come to find out it's not who you are, it's who you know. Is that right?
Yeah, if you say so. I don't know. I've never heard that one.
I can't remember how it goes, but I think that's how it goes. It's not who you are, it's who you know. So like, you could be someone lives in the slums, but you know this guy that lives in the best side of town, and you have that connection. You follow him, and you can get to where he's at by following what he's doing. Just outreach is one of the main things for sure as well. Along with life as well.
But yeah, don't listen to people. You're always going to be wrong in somebody's point of view. You can't let that shit get to you because you're always going to be wrong in somebody's eye. That's just how it is. That's life.
There's always going to be someone better than you is what I grew up. I mean, that really goes along with anything. Working out, life, like sports, especially sports, there's always going to be someone better than you. Same thing with the car in the car scene. That's the same thing. Like, especially whenever it comes to like racing, don't street race, don't condone. Go to designated spots like drag strips
or the freeway
or Mexico
or the freeway.
Go to Mexico
or the freeway.
No. Yeah, there's always going to be someone better than you, but use that as a stepping stone to get to where you want to be. We'll leave it at that.
Taking a pause from the
There's nobody better than me. Nobody at all.
My brother wants to know what chest workouts you do to motivate him and to help him get a bigger chest.
Incline dumbbell press is probably the most effective chest workout. Because I was reading and I saw a video. Flat bench doesn't really do too much for your chest. Again, everybody's different. Everybody thinks different. But I like to stick with incline dumbbell press, incline barbell press. Flies are probably one of my favorites. Chest flies. Inclined as well. I don't really like a lot of flat bench stuff. I'll do flat bench on dumbbells every now and then. But your flies, your cables, cable flies. Sam Sulik, I like his chest workouts, honestly. That's really who you could look at. I try to incorporate his workouts with C-bums as well. But his finishing chest workouts are like cable flies, cable push downs, I think he calls them. And it's really just what your gym has, because not a lot of gyms have their type of equipment that they use.
Make with what you have, pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's
Yeah.
really what you have to do. But incline, I would say, is probably one of the most important chest workouts. Like, I don't do decline press at all, because I've also heard that it wasn't that effective, but I've also heard that it is effective. But I really,
It just really depends
yeah,
on your body
your
type.
body, exactly, your body. Everybody's body's different. But mine's really incline stuff and flies, cable flies.
I think
Sure.
that's what I'm kind of starting to realize about mine too, because like I've always been so strict on doing like flat bench, but like it kind of sucks because like I told you, like with my
Mhm.
shoulder problems, like trying to stay down and keep my core tight on a flat bench, I can't really do it. Versus like whenever I'm on an incline, like I'm already sitting, back down and everything, and whenever that weight's coming down on me, it forces me to suck my stomach in and push up rather than doing a bad arch, which most power lifters, they have the arch, like they arch their back.
Mhm.
Pause. They arch their back to get the weight up.
Yeah, I don't see why
But
they do that. I really don't.
yeah, I mean, kudos to them. I mean, if they can push it, they can push it. But I mean, like on a skinny guy like me, I'm only 186, and that I about pulled my back out whenever I was lifting 200, 205.
Mhm.
First time ever, noodle arms. But yeah, I would definitely say incline would definitely be the more beneficial one because you're more focusing on more of your chest rather than,
Mhm.
of course, like you got to use your shoulders, but like you don't really get as much like tricep work or anything. Like you're mainly just focusing on the chest itself.
If you
But
want to see more, I'll start posting on YouTube my workouts, and it'll kind of show you what I'm doing. What else can I think of? Yeah, it's really.
cable flies.
Yeah, I already said that.
Oh, okay.
And making sure your elbows are kind of like pointed at a 45. You don't want to do 90. You don't want to be right here because it's triceps. It's kind of
Yeah.
at your 45 angle. It's kind of where you want to be. Like I said, I could show it to you in a video way better. So stay tuned. I'll post a chest day or something. Probably sometime soon. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay. I'm actually gonna skip the next Carson question for our special guests that are gonna be in the next episode. We're gonna move on to relationships. How does one stay motivated during a breakup or mentally positive?
God has a plan for you. You might not feel like it in the moment of time. You might feel like you have nothing. It might feel like you can't get through it, but you can. God has a plan for you. There's a reason it didn't work. There's a reason everything happens in life. And staying motivated through it is kind of just that mindset that God has a plan for you. He's not going to let you go through it alone. He's not going to just do it for no reason. So really just getting closer with God during that time. You should be close with him all the time. But if you're not, you're going through something, he's not ever going to turn you away. So if that's just when you happen to want to get your relationship with him, go ahead and do it. He's going to lead you the right way. That's kind of how I stay motivated through it. And your friends, having your friends there, hanging out with your friends. Because if you just sit in your room or apartment, it's all alone. Yes, some people do heal like that, and you should take your time alone to do that. But don't stay in that kind of mindset. Have people around you for sure, definitely.
Yeah, to kind of touch upon that, one thing my brother Braden said kind of correlates to um, like with God and everything like that. Like he wants you to kind of feel that pain, but don't sit in it for too long. Like feel it out to the point where like if it starts dragging on, that's whenever you need to know that you need to start reaching out, reach out any way you can, like whether that be through scripture, whether that be through therapists, through family, through friends. But just don't let it get to the point where you are constantly in that state of mind where, you know, you're unmotivated, you can't do anything, you can't eat, can't sleep or anything like that. Like you want to sit in it for a there's no real set time because, you know, it, like we were saying earlier, like we're worth working out. You know, everybody's different. Not everybody has the same healing. Not everybody takes things the same. Some people, you know, breakup happens, you know, they're sad for about a day, boom, they're back on whatever they're doing. Or some people get into a breakup and they're at a loss for words. They're down for months on end, and you know, people, you know, friends, family, they tell them, you know, they should see someone or they should start hanging out with them more. But I mean, definitely finding the right time to get out of that situation, to get back on track and to pretty much focus on yourself is definitely one for sure. Reach out. Don't let it get too serious. Like if everybody's like constantly telling you, hey, like, you know, talk to someone or talk to us or whatever, like if they're constantly on you, like that's when you know, like it's time to reach out to someone, because you know that could always end in something that not everybody wants or not even you want, but you feel at the time like that's what you want to do. um which pretty much ties into like mental health and like, you know, suicide awareness and stuff like that. um Definitely getting the right outreach, getting in touch with the right people to make sure, you know, you're doing everything you can to stay on top of your mental, get back into the work of things. Is there anything you want to add on that?
Just talk to somebody. They're not gonna judge you. They've probably been through the same thing. Everybody's had their heart broken. Everybody's been through that kind of path, I guess you can say, or situation. So just speak up. Let them know what's going on. Like I said, most people are gonna help you. They're gonna sit down and talk with you. They're gonna give you the time of day to actually hear you out. Um, I was the type of guy that didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want to be around anybody, completely shut down. And then again, I found my relationship with God, started going to church, started doing my thing. Your whole mindset just changes because you do realize there is something after that. You're not just gonna, I guess, you're not gonna die if it happens. He has a plan for you. Um, so yeah, just it's not the end of the world. You might think it is, but it's really not. You got this. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't talk to anybody, because you can talk to anybody that you want to. Um, yeah, go to church, get counseling, hang out with your friends, but don't hurt yourself, right? Don't do anything crazy. Don't think that you're not important. Um, you can message me on here if you want. If you need anybody to talk to, I'll talk to you. Um, Definitely. Don't even hesitate. If you're going through something, message me on here, however you message on YouTube, if you even can. But yeah, man, you're not alone at all. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And like Medea said, you can stay down for a while, but you got to get right back up. She said something like that. Medea. This is a TikTok.
On that note, if you are having those thoughts or anything like that, questioning whether if it's worth it or not, definitely reach out to the suicide hotline, the suicide and crisis lifeline, which is 988. You can give that a call or even send in a text. You'll be connected with someone and they'll pretty much sit down and talk to you, find out what's going on and everything. Their job is to pretty much make sure, one, of course, like no one wants anyone to to commit suicide or anything like that. But to make sure, one, you don't do that, and make sure you got the right you got the right things set up to transition away from that, like going to therapy, getting closer to family, moving home, hanging out with friends, talking to your friends, talking to anyone you can, talking to a third person, someone that doesn't know you or knows anything about your relationship, like a therapist. Get outside counsel is something you'll hear quite a bit. But yeah, if you ever feel like you're in that spot and you've got those thoughts, definitely give that number a call or even a text. Again, it's 988. There's different ones out there. There's online ones. You can literally search it up online, suicide hotline or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever feel like that, just give them a shout out, give them a call, sit down, talk to them. They're not there on any certain timeline. Like if you want to sit there for hours, talk to them for hours. If you want to sit there and talk to them for 5 minutes, talk to them for 5 minutes. They're there to help you and get you through what you need to get through. So
they do talk to you. They do want to know. They're not going to judge you or anything. It's legit. They will talk to you. But on that note, leave it in God's hands, or if you don't believe in that, whoever you believe in, leave it in their hands. Everything's going to be okay. There's a plan at the end. There's a plan. Light at the end of the tunnel. All right, just focus on that. Keep getting up every day, doing your thing.
anything else?
As a closing question, what are you both most excited for this summer?
What are we excited for?
The baddies. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my god.
Just playing. It's a joke. I had to make it funny. Okay, we were talking about some sad stuff. That was a joke. This summer,
What is one thing you want to do this summer before the summer ends?
Get out of my dad bod.
Yeah, for real. I need mine. They have hot girl summer. I want a hot boy summer. Wait, yeah.
You can make that a thing.
You can, right? They have a hot girl summer. Yeah, hot boy summer.
Um,
I want to look good. I don't know. I kind of want to go to the lake or like the beach or something.
yeah,
But I don't really have like big plans for the summer.
definitely lake days for sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's something that I used to do a lot growing up. Like me, my brothers, my best friend from high school. Like we like I don't think for like a whole year, well, the whole summer, there wasn't a weekend that we didn't go to the lake.
Yeah.
Like we were constantly at the lake. Like we came back looking dark as hell. But for me, my son, he'll be here, so
Damn, you're not gonna be doing nothing.
we're definitely going to lake days for sure.
Nope. You can't go. You can't take them out that early, man.
Yeah, you can.
Nope, they can't be in the sun that long.
That's why you bring an umbrella.
It's gonna be too hot outside.
Yeah, that's why we got you to babysit.
I'm gonna be drunk as I mean, no, I'm old enough to drink. I'm 23.
No, hanging out with my wife and my son that will be here, hanging out with friends, lake days, or just whatever.
Yeah.
Hanging out with the boys, or in my wife's case, hanging out with the girls. If I got to stay home and babysit, I will. That's the dad life.
That's crazy. I really don't have plans for the summer. It's kind of sad. I have zero plans.
I will say that's one thing. Like even though like this is my first kid, but from hearing it from like other parents' perspectives and stuff like that, like definitely find your times to where you can get away and reconnect with your significant other. Because I feel like a lot of relationships tend to get in a bind of just being a parent and not seeing the other side, like seeing your significant other. So find the time if you can. If you have friends that are willing to babysit for you, definitely. If you guys need a babysitter, call Rod.
Just make sure I have one of those backpack things so I can take him to the gym. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the little backpack, like you hold them.
Yeah, but mine's a wrap.
Well, I need the backpack.
I want to get one of their full tactical ones. What
Yeah, you were
it's
telling me
tactical
that.
baby gear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
dude,
this
that
is?
thing's sick.
Okay.
Scabies?
Before we
kidding.
end,
I don't know what that is.
say hi to my mama,
Hi, Mama
Mom.
C.
Hi, Mom.
my stepmama,
Hi, stepmom.
Stepmom Kara.
my brother,
Hi,
Jack.
Jack.
the Brian, the Isaac, Kaylee.
You can't say that.
You
You can't say that.
Hi, Isaac, Brian, and Kaylee. And Ollie. Special guest Ollie. He'll be here
Special
too.
guest, Ali. Hola.
And anybody else that joins.
Um,
Whoever else is on here, we don't know
I have
your
a
names.
question for you. Are you scared to be a dad?
Am I scared to be a dad? I want to say, especially since it's my first one, yes and no. Just thinking back about like how I was raised and like, you know, thinking about like how she was raised and everything. Just having the right people around us to help mentor us through the whole process is definitely going to be the biggest benefit. So I want to say I'm not too scared of it. I mean, of course, there's going to be challenges like nights where baby's going to get sick and we don't know exactly what to do, so we'll have to run him into the hospital, see if there's anything we can do or whatever. Other than that, no. I mean, I'm ready. I'm prepared. Definitely with our job, like getting calls in the middle of the night, you know, it kind of sets us up for those late nights that I'm gonna have with him and with my wife as well. So I mean, I'm prepared for it. At least I think so. But I can only say I'm prepared for it until he gets here, and then we'll see how far shit hits the fan on that. So
hopefully it doesn't hit the fan. Hopefully,
yeah.
literally
Literally
hits the fan. You know, every baby has like that big poop where it poops on its back.
Blowout.
A blowout.
Yeah.
She's gonna be handling that.
I'm gonna bring him over to your house whenever he does that. I'm gonna let him
No, I don't change no poopy Pampers.
You will now.
I want to babysit.
No, I'm just gonna leave him in his poop until y'all get back. No, I'm just fine.
Oh my god, this just happened. It's all dried up on
all
his back.
dried. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It just came out like that.
Let me see. What are we at? That's not too bad. Somebody said hi, guys. I don't know.
Sponsor us, Sonic.
And I don't know how to stop this.
They're not watching.
Anyways, we got to do like the little outro thingy.
I don't know. We kind of look weird.
My mom said.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap on this one. Let us know what else you want to know in the comments. Subscribe. Thumbs up.
Give it a like.
Turn on
Give it
your
a share.
post notifications.
Special guest. Co-host.
And the wife.
What did I say? Moderator, I think.
Yeah, moderator.
I think
But
is what she's gonna be.
That's gonna be a wrap on this video today. And
see you in the next one.
We out of here.